Calvin Bledsoe is a recently divorced 47-year-old blogger who lives in the small town of Congress, Maine. I have a suspicion that's not the answer that you implied by the question of the title.
It's true, right? It's a rhetorical question. I know exactly who he is, but he doesn't know.
Now, here's the most facile question of the interview. Who are you, Brock Clarke?
Yeah, newly bald, newly bearded, 50-year-old man who grew up in upstate New York and now lives in Maine and works in Maine. Do you want more? I can give you more.
Well, since the book is not about the details of his life, but who he is in terms of what he wants and what he's willing to do to get what he wants. I'd kind of like to know, what do you want and what are you willing to do to get it?
I want lots of things, but I'm not willing to do any of the things it would take for me to get those things. Because I don't think Calvin actually knows what he wants. I think he wants to be left. I guess he does. He wants to be left alone at the beginning of the book, and then I just won't let him.
And do you want to be left alone?
Sometimes, yeah, I feel harassed just like everyone else. And it's like a great writerly thing. The great thing about being a writer is that if you're lucky, people leave you alone throughout the day, and then they show up again when you're done wanting to be left alone. So I guess that's me, wanting to be left alone until I very much don't want to be left alone anymore.
Especially when it comes to publication.
Yeah, exactly right. When the book comes out, I want people to want me to actually talk with them like this.
Now, in terms of nominative determinism, Calvin has not lived up to his namesake of John Calvin.
This is true. I don't think I've ever given an interview where someone has said nominative determinism. This is great. First time. It only took me like 8 books to get here, so that's great. Yeah. No, he's not lived up to his name. So he's named after the theologian John Calvin. His mother was author of a world famous book about Calvin in the novel, and he's named after him, but otherwise resembles him not at all. Calvin's full of the famous Calvin's full of strong opinions, and my Calvin's full of none.